Welcome to Rust, where you can buy anything with scrap, learn anything. It is a resource that literally everyone needs, and I've decided I need 1 million scrap. So let me introduce myself. I'm DeshHere, and this week I'm going to show you how to farm 1 million scrap. Now I know that your first thought there is a 10x server or an 1000x server. It's just going to be a big meme, but no. We're going to play on Confusion's Cobalt Island 1.5x vanilla, and we're going to use things such as horse farming, trap bases, cloth farming, tea farming, gambling, everything that we can think of we're going to use this week to get 1 million scrap. So grab a coffee, get cozy, and let me tell you this story. And boy, did this story change from where I thought it was gonna go at the beginning of this wipe, which is where we are right now. I'm doing the big brain thing and just making my way straight to Fishing Village. The server wiped at this time like 2 minutes before I got on. Yo, no way I'm the first one here. No way. Now, I don't want to spoil the exploration rewards, the Easter eggs that the map developers have put in to here, but just know that being the first one of the wipe to get to Fishing Village is huge. Alright, got a scuba kit. It's time to go. We're like an hour into wipe now. I had decided that a river on the opposite side of the green island away from spawn was a great place to set up a cloth farm and get started on our challenge. But little did I know what I was getting into here. This looks promising. And first bag down. This is huge, as the only place that you spawn without a bag is on that center spawn island with outposts. Okay, yeah, this is an alright spot for just a starter. Try and chop these 3 down and hopefully make it. Sometimes I wonder why setting up that first base is always so stressful, and I'm starting to wonder if it's my lack of preparation. my gosh, we did it. Let's go check out the area a little bit. Oh, somebody else right here. Yeah, somebody already like TCing off. Okay, they didn't see me. Little did I know I had just witnessed the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse when it comes to my day 1 adventures in this area. But I didn't know that yet, so as usual, I went farming and upgraded the base a little bit. Very nice. Woohoo! I just made my first kill of the wipe. Oh, yep, and my first death. And this is kinda set the trend for the rest of the day in this area, as I was about to find out. I'm so glad that I recorded that whiff for the history books. But like I was saying, that's kind of how things went the rest of the day here in this area. So I actually went and set up a little base in the snow, and I was joined by Corn Wiener Dog, my good friend, like a fresh breath of air. And the snow base is otherwise irrelevant to this story. But logging in the next day here. Oh, what's this? Raided. Of course. We'd expanded the grass base a little bit. Corndog and I upgraded some stuff. Didn't seem like it mattered. They went through our metal ceiling. Just straight up rocketed that bad boy. But as I was soon to find out, we were far from the only ones to be raided in the area. Yeah, so when I logged off last night, there was a gigantic compound here where that group, I believe I called them the 4 horsemen of day 1, was set up. This solar panel right there was right in front of their base before those compound walls went up, and there was no trace of them. Boy was I confused, but boy was I excited, because they had clearly been harvesting fertilizer with the horses from ranch, and as someone trying to get 1 million scrap in one wipe, I currently had 0 to my name on day 2. Grabbed my stone pick that had remained in our other base so I could get some stone, and ultimately sold that for wood and just started building as fast as I could. So I don't know why, but I was just farming the general area. And this base that hadn't really been in the area when I was yesterday kind of caught my eye, and I noticed that it seemed like it was probably also raided as the front door was decaying, but everything else had definitely got some juice from the TC when it was destroyed. Been watching a lot of Seb UK recently, so I wanted to sledgehammer the door out. And for whatever reason, I wanted to check and see if I could build some cover for that. And as you can see, nobody put a TC down afterwards. We can build. Oh my god, corn dog. Oh, just made a massive big brain win. Premium real estate. So I'm building this, right? And I'm thinking like, I'm gonna go check out this garage that they have over here. There's no TC. I then explained to Corn what I explained to you guys, and we decided to go ahead and salvage hammer that door out. Yay! I didn't even realize how big of a win this was because I didn't realize how much fertilizer you can make with horse farms. And once you just get more, it's just compounding profits. Big stonks. So this was actually a massive win. Horse delivery. We are now up to 6 horses. And 6 horses quickly turned into 8, and then to 15 to 20 until we were full up on horses. And this was the rest of the next day or two, just picking up poop, putting it in a composter, making more composters, and collecting scrap. You get the idea. And thankfully, for whatever reason, overnight, poop stacks, so you can just start the day off making up 1,000 sets of fertilizer. And then selling a bunch of fertilizer over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. But at least I could buy resources and guns and anything I wanted with it, right? It's all worth it, right? But yeah, if you couldn't tell, this was kind of the point at which I realized this wasn't really playing Rust. I wasn't having as much fun at all compared to what I thought it would be. This isn't even as much fun as farming like berries or cloth. And to top it all off, I had realized that I am at peak maximum broken levels of horse farming, and I'm barely at 50,000 scrap. And while yes, I have spent an insane amount of scrap, this is the first time I've even thought about getting a second box for it. So I kind of realized that the $1 million scrap challenge was just impossible with the amount of people I had. And while I hate to do it, I moved the goalpost to 100,000 scrap, but in boxes, ready to show off, because obviously I think I've already spent another 50k scrap along with this, but figured that would make a great video, and that was my new goal. But my day had also gotten rather busy unexpectedly, so I had to go AFK for a little bit. Surely that would be fine, right? Well, of course I got back and instantly heard people walking on the roof, so I was expecting they were gonna blow in any moment now. So after listening for a little bit longer, I got to work. Didn't really know what my plan was. I was going to confuse them on where the TC was and also protect the scrap that for some reason was still in the horse base. I don't know why. But let's see how I do here. Looking back, it looks a little weird, but I was very scared to open the TC because that would show the raiders where exactly to blow the roof open. At least that was my logic. And then, of course, I just finally opened it because I needed to, I guess. I was very, very distracted. Actually, just come back from being AFK to prepared to go AFK for longer to run the store really quick. I mean, yeah. Just in general. But it was all separated. Which is cool.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Are you confused? So was I. Yeah, those footsteps I was hearing were not on the roof, and if we go back further to just before I got back from being AFK, so yeah, I was raided while AFK. I didn't know this at the time though, so what do you get when you add confusion and surprise? Panic, I guess. I didn't have a clear thought throughout this entire raid, but I'll just let you see that for yourself. This is the moment I also realized I basically had no guns. No guns whatsoever. That's how in depth in this farm that I was. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't just take a crossbow. I don't remember if they were empty or what, but that would have done something, right? I do feel like this whole thing would have gone differently if, well, A, I wasn't AFK, but more importantly, if I wasn't worried about this box full of scrap the whole time. And yeah, I don't know where he got that, but yeah. That was the sound of me alt F4ing, something that I literally never do, especially in survival games. I've played so many hours of Ark, it's ridiculous how disconnected I can be from loss. Like, I'm just here to have fun, right? That is how I am. Apparently, I felt differently about this particular scrap. This box of scrap represented a whole weekend worth of effort that was not even really fun, right? And so that's what I told my fiance, who was in the room, because we were about to go to the store. I was like, well, that's a weekend wasted. And then she said something along the lines of, isn't that just part of the story? And I was like, you're right, and I hopped right back in. The first immediate idea that I had was, well, he can't move the scrap if I rip out my roof turret circuit and put it in front of the building. So that's what I started doing. Still, of course, essentially in a panic, to be honest. Like, you'll see. I really just never seem to have a hammer despite crafting so many of them throughout a wipe. It's almost embarrassing looking back at all these deaths, but that was it. Like, I was not in the headspace, realistically, to get anything done in Rust, and here I was trying. Dan straight up, for all intents and purposes, I should have given up, should have surrendered. But I'm not very good at that, and if I had, we wouldn't have this amazing story. Well, at least the turret's working. So, despite the fact that I had no plan from here on out, I was at least feeling a little big brain as I had found a way to keep him in there, right? Well, he also did a big brain and griefed the base entrances I had. Fuck you!
Thank you for base. Beautiful base.
You got very lucky. If I wasn't AFK, it'll be all different. And I mean, yeah, I'd had a lot of fun. I was starting to accept that, you know, I could just try this again some other time. Till this very moment. It was almost like this wall greeted me and was like, "What's up, Desh? How's it been?" just been chilling here since you placed me. And I was like, hey, you're right, I did place you. So you know how I never have a hammer when I need to pick something up, like a window or really anything? Yeah. My lazy ass had gotten used to using the slash remove tool, and some wires crossed in my brain, and I figured, hey, let's try it out real quick, right? Let me just say that this was fixed within 24 hours by the great admins on Cobble Island. But yeah, obviously it worked. And as you can see right there is a locked TC, which means if I was able to contribute 3 more brain cells to the mental gymnastics I was doing to justify this play, I wouldn't be feeling the disgust that I immediately felt afterwards. I don't know how to say it without sounding even more cringe, really, but this lack of sportsmanship pissed me off so much, and I was so disgusted at the cringe behavior that I just packed it all up, everything Dan should have got, and put it in the car, changed the code on the car, loaded it up, and drove to Ranch. And at Ranch, I was hoping to get him to come there and take it all off my hands there, just like he should have in the first place. Thankfully, I was able to find him in the Discord eventually, and told me he wasn't gonna be playing anymore, understandably. I probably wouldn't either after that one. Thankfully, he's a pretty chill dude, and I hope that we can raid each other again at some point. Hopefully I perform a little better, but I also didn't want to keep playing this way, but I'd let myself down, so I just kind of wanted to dip, but I had to do something with this scrap, right? So of course I promptly lost a few thousand gambling. But otherwise, as you might have noticed, we're at Outpost now, and I was gonna give away the rest of the 56,000 scrap or so that I had left, and this is when I just had the idea to just toss it at Nakeds. He waves at me, I give him a whole stack of scrap. That moment was the most fun I'd had this wipe so far, and I was very excited to keep doing it, because look at all the scrap I had to give away. And since I wasn't giving Dan these rockets, I turned them into BPs and handed those out as well.
Okay, thank you. Oh, what? 700 scrap?
Oh god. What have I done? And from here, I evolved into kind of a human airdrop. At first, I was giving away minis, and then I started giving away minis forcefully.
Hello.
Hey, you want a minicopter?
Scary man.
I scared him away. Sorry. I feel like I have to explain the voice changer because I'm not really worried about people recognizing me or anything, but you gotta admit it, it adds to the excitement, right?
Thank you.
But yeah, there really weren't a whole lot of nakeds at Outpost at the time, so I just started flying minis around trying to give them away, and I had like 1,000 scrap in my inventory. Totally naked, by the way. And this is kind of the first human airdrop mission success, I would say. I kind of just wanted to see the island here, and it hadn't occurred to me that you can build on it. So this was a little surprising that I actually found people to give stuff to here, but boy were they confused. Now, I'm having so much fun here that this is kind of going to be my future content, I think. Just kind of Robin Hooding things up and then giving them away. So make sure to subscribe if you want to see that, I guess. I still had so much scrap at this point that I decided I was going to go make my own little event for people. I flew out to this brand new island that was added to Cobalt. I went down and I explored a bit of the underground stuff, wink wink, but I won't spoil anything for you if you want to come out and check it out. But yeah, I put this scrappy down, surrounded it with boxes, and filled them all with scrap. 1,000 in each box. I then took to chat to find my contestants. And obviously everybody wanted 10k scrap. But I don't think anyone was super excited to hear that they had to come all the way to the southeast corner of the map on the new island to get it. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of expected a lot of groups to show up and there to be this big Hunger Games battle. But you would be surprised on how hard it is to give scrap away. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I built a little observatory base, and oh, there we go. I get to witness the only 2 people to show up. Melee weapons ready. I made a fucking event, dude. That's yeah. There's a 1k scrap in each box. They're the only people who have come so far. No, I put the big one there. They came in the smaller one. And off they went with 10k scrap and a brand new scrappy. The only 2 contestants left the island. Or so I thought. It was actually a 3rd contestant who swam all the way here. But I'd give him a consolation prize of my mini. That didn't work so well. But don't worry, I can buy another.
I was about to, yeah, I think it was.
I swear I'm in Discord and there's tons of us laughing because I'm streaming it as well. I promise.
Alright, let's see how much we got left. Nope.
What's up?
Alright, here's your start, man. With my body, alright?
Like, any scrub?
I heard him learn it.
Yep. I had a Explo BP. No, I right-clicked. My guy really looking, he's shopping hard. Okay. Bye-bye. Oh no, the radiation! Oh God! I'm not gonna make it! It survived! Oh. Oh, amazing. This is still here? I thought it was gone.
Remember that snow base cameo I was talking about? Here it is.
Me too. What the fuck? Sugar. Alright, I'm gonna do the thing again. Hey! Hey! Hey, come here! Hey, come here! Hey! Follow me! Follow me! It's kind of a bit of a ways away. Yes. Do I sound like I have two voices? Yeah. I promise we're almost there. Oh, that would be awkward. Right. Alright, there's 1,000 scrap around here somewhere. Alright, it's right here, it's right here. Enjoy.
While I was working on another little event that would hopefully just send off the night, I decided to counter the people who needed a countering at oil. You know, with a mini and like 250 scrap.
Oops.
It's pretty cool to be able to do something like that on a whim, I will admit. And apparently the people on Smoil really enjoyed it. So we have this moment here.
What's good, man? Good, man. That was a pretty Chad thing of you to do. Pull up the oil like that. See you later, man. Oh, legend right there.
After receiving my title as Legendary Chad, I just had one more minicopter deliver before the big finale event that I had set up. So I figured, why not take a gander at the island again?
No, not me! Oh!
Yeah,
Oh my lord.
that didn't go so well. But now it was time for the big finale. I took my best kit, which was a Full Metal LMG kit that somebody left in my compound. And I told people to come get it. It's on the northern bridge from spawn. I was going to give away my car as well as the scrap inside it, which was probably only around 5k at this point. I'd given away quite a bit, honestly. And I think this time it only took about 15 minutes for somebody to show up. And then a few seconds for another group to show up. It's about to get real interesting.
Man's just got trapped, that's all. I doubt it, but wouldn't also be surprised at the same time.
Hey, bro. It's not rated and this shit's rough. I do like it this way.
You gotta take me out, man. You gotta take me out. Let's go.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
And with that final event, there comes the end of my wipe and the Scrap Lord story. But also the beginning of my little journey into being Russ Robin Hood. So I hope I'll see you around. Make sure to subscribe. We'll be back soon. Thanks for watching.